How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this crazy video that I've not seen, but I can already tell it's going to be wild. Now, this is Memorial Day weekend, right? Memorial Day is on Monday. I think that's May 30th, 2021. And it's always the same time on the last Monday of May is Memorial Day. Now, a lot of people don't know what Memorial Day is. They think it's like Veterans Day. So they say, hey, happy Memorial Day. It's not quite that way. You do get a day off because it's a federal holiday. So a lot of people, they want to travel and go on little mini vacations, staycations, vacations, whatever you want to call it. So some are going to celebrate the day and then say happy Memorial Day. But Memorial Day is to remember those who died while serving the country. So prime example, if you have a family member that died in the war, World War II, Vietnam War, Korean War, whatever it is, Monday will be the day you remember them. Flags all the time are flown at half-mast because of that reason. Now, if you want to celebrate those that are still here, those that have served, you have Armed Forces Day and Veterans Day, but that's not what Memorial Day is. Now, some people got tricked into signing a fake petition to ban Memorial Day because of racism. Now, before I go any further, let's go ahead and watch this together, and I'll pause it at certain points to give my 2 cents on it. If you want to see the full thing without my commentary, as always, the link will be in the description box below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I'm Addison Smith with Campus Reform. We are here in Washington, D.C. in honor of Memorial Day, a day where we celebrate the fallen men and women who have fought to protect this nation. But the question is, can Americans even still unite around Memorial Day? We're going to see how far they'll go. Well, they signed this petition right here to ban Memorial Day as a celebration of American imperialism.
Wow.
Let's see what they say. You know, we're talking about Memorial Day. Is this a holiday that you support? Is this something that you're going to be celebrating?
I'm not celebrating. I don't think Memorial Day should be a thing that we celebrate personally.
Okay, why not?
I feel like it's a celebration of U.S. imperialism and colonialism, personally. It's not like an attack on any individual, but more of a system.
And let's pause right there. I don't think my man right here in the pink shirt that's interviewing even prompted him to say that. He didn't say, well, should we celebrate it because some say it's imperialist, it's racist, or whatever. He just said that right away. But I'm having a hard time figuring out why honoring those that actually died for the country, many of whom got conscripted, wasn't even their fault. Honoring them is somehow celebrating imperialism and things of that nature. But anyway.
Absolutely not. I think it represents a lot of negative aspects of America and highlights something that, people shouldn't necessarily be proud of.
That's word salad right there. Do you even know what you're talking about? The other guy, he was wrong, but he had more of a grasp on what he was trying to say. This lady right here is just saying things that she thinks sounds woke enough to make sense.
If we're going to honor and celebrate the dead, I think it should be those that lost their lives to, genocide in America.
Wow.
Do you know why we celebrate Memorial Day?
I know it's like veterans.
Close.
Yeah.
Do you know why we celebrate Memorial Day?
Not really, no.
I appreciate the honesty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you don't know, it's fine. You can't know everything in the world. And if you're willing to get educated, that's even better. But you on the first track, the correct step is being honest about not knowing what's going on. Let's continue.
To be honest, not really. I did maybe like 3 years ago.
Right. I mean, it's
It's been a
imperialism, so
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a common thread. A lot of these people are pretty young. I'm thinking like early 20s, and they all say imperialism. So are they taught this in K through 12, maybe even college, that Memorial Day is about celebrating imperialism? Because it's a common thread. Like I said, I don't think my main man in the pink is prompting them to say that. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't think so. I think they're volunteering that information because that's what they've been taught all throughout K through 12 and college.
To remember the fallen.
It's a memorial and remembrance of people who have fought for our country.
There we
There's
go.
actually a problem with Memorial Day, which is that it is kind of memorializing American imperialism and kind of glorifying it.
Well, maybe he was prompting them, but I don't know.
Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, probably, yeah.
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 Well, I have this petition here, kind of along the same lines. We're trying to get support to unrecognize Memorial Day as a federal holiday because of, like you were saying, the American imperialism and the barbarism Would you be willing to sign this?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Would you be willing to sign in support of that though?
Yeah.
Probably not
Wow.
because it's one of my bank holidays and I work at a bank. So,
Okay.
but I do think we should probably rebrand Memorial Day as something else.
It's
Like
a way.
let's celebrate something worthwhile instead of imperialism.
I have a good feeling you're going to sign this for me.
For sure, I'm definitely
Awesome.
down. That's amazing. How long you been trying to do this for?
We've been out here for a few hours.
Okay.
No one wants to sign it.
For
That-
real?
I mean,
Americans really like being American.
yeah.
I don't know why. Talk to me a little more about,
Okay, I fast forwarded a little bit. It was signing and signing and signing going on, so he wasn't being honest about that. Everybody wants to sign it, from what I'm able to see. Unless they interviewed like 5,000 people out there, everybody seemed pretty willing to sign the paper. Even those that said that Memorial Day is a good holiday that we should have, memorializing the dead, they can be fully informed of it and still wanted to say, yes, go ahead and sign it right now. Pretty embarrassing.
the American imperialism thing.
What you want to know? Like,
Hey, whatever you want to tell me, I'm open ears.
I mean, like, I didn't really think of in this way until I got to college, and like, I took women's and gender studies classes, and that put me on this path where I'm like,
Okay, can we rewind right quick? Hold on. Let me just get. Let's hear that one more time because it almost just flew right past me.
Whatever you want to tell me, I'm open ears.
I mean, like, I didn't really think of in this way until I got to college, and like, I took women's and gender studies classes, and that put me on this path where I'm like, yeah, like, the U.S.
And there you have it. Hey, I didn't even think this way until I went to college, and then I took women and gender studies classes, and then I said, F the U.S. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? This is why I say a lot of times these colleges ain't nothing but indoctrination centers, K through 12 as well, but definitely college. And you're paying hard-earned money to do that. This guy's probably paying, or probably not him, maybe the federal government, then him, or maybe his mommy and his daddy. They're paying big money. You're talking about car note, way beyond car note money. You're talking about starter house, flip house money to get told the totally wrong thing and to have your life go straight downhill from there. And then be on top of that with a degree in lesbian underwater basket weaving.
Okay. So you took the gender studies classes and you had this kind of revelation?
Yeah, exactly.
What was it about the class?
Kind of like, I was always into social justice, but I didn't have the language for that. And then it kind of gave me that language and made me realize how everything is connected. And like, for me, like, I was on this like spirituality type journey where I was like, oh, we're all one or whatever. And like, what I was learning in social justice, like, was the material analysis I needed to practice what I feel like exists on a spiritual plane in real.
What he's talking about, because he's really being convoluted, what he's talking about is kind of what critical race theory does. It gives you the so-called language. It points you in the so-called right direction. You've been brainwashed, sir. I'm not sure how old he is. He appears to be a pretty young man, but if you don't stop right now, you can mess around and be out there holding a sign on the interstate talking about Black Lives Matter, and somebody might not want to wait for you to get off the road, and they might, put the pedal to the metal. So you are in the right place to go the other direction. If you want to keep going down this road, it's not going to end very well, sir. Pardon me, I don't want to assume your gender, so it's not going to end very well,
Real everyday life.
Very cool. Would you be down to like completely abolish the military?
Yes, please.
All right, so there you have it. Wokeness on steroids. People saying that we should abolish Memorial Day. All right, so I don't even know where to start. You saw all of that. That was really crazy. But this kind of goes what I was saying about how a lot of people are brainwashed by K through 12, by the mainstream media, by college, everywhere. They're brainwashed into believing that USA is such a bad place. It's horrible. It's terrible. It's racist. It's imperialist. All this and that and the third. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't USA start as a breakaway from British colonialism? Like, isn't that kind of how it started? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know. We're the most free place on earth. Now, are we perfect? No. But is any nation perfect? No. They're talking about, oh, we want to go to communism. We want to go socialism. Okay, we'll go over there. Go to communist places like Well, formerly communist places like USSR or even Germany, that's what they were too, communist. What did they do to keep their power, to be able to afford to be able to have food for their citizens? Expand. China's like that as well. China, the way it is now, the map you see right now, it's not the true China, really. Okay, over there where the Uyghurs are at, that's called Xinjiang, or better known as East Turkestan. You also have Tibet. Back in the day, like on MTV, they used to say stuff like Free Tibet. They don't say that anymore. Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, Inner Mongolia, the list goes on. All those places were independent sovereign nations, and China took them over. China's also taken over the South China Sea because it's all about trying to get more and more and more resources to the government to trickle out a little bit to the citizens. That's what it does. That's what Soviet Russia did. That's what Nazi Germany did. That's what China currently does. You can see the same pattern all over the place. And at a certain point, the food's going to be scarce. You go to China, they eating what they call gutter oil. They're eating sludge from sewers as oil on their food. You go to Cuba, good luck trying to find something to eat. This is a thing that always happens all over the place. But yet, people out there will probably look at communism as a good alternative to capitalism, but they don't want to go to a truly communist place. They want to stay right here in the big bad capitalist US of A. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to everyone who has given their life while serving. Everybody, you guys, you pay the ultimate price to protect this nation. And you shouldn't be disrespected by any of these random snot-nosed morons out there on the street. A lot of them simply just don't have the understanding. They don't have the information. Now, some do, and they feel the way they feel, okay. But a lot of people don't have the information. So hopefully somebody somewhere is able to learn something about what Memorial Day is all about, and also about the United States and what we're all about. And hopefully they don't go down this weird road of hating the United States as a USA citizen. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what you just saw? Is it to be expected of a lot of the younger generation, even some of the older generation? Is it to be expected? Were you surprised at all? I mean, it's kind of hard to surprise me. Every now and again I get surprised. I was kind of surprised at some of the answers. I think the one thing that surprised me was when people said, yeah, I know what it's about, and it's a good holiday, but we should reimagine it. We should abolish it. It's like, what? Like some things just didn't make any sense. I could understand if you hate the United States, you hate the government, you hate military, and you want to hate the holiday. That all makes sense. I don't agree with it, but at least it is consistent. But when you say you understand why the holiday exists, you support those that have given their life, but at the same time you want to abolish it, that doesn't add up. That's inconsistent. But what do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong here? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.